Hey, Marilyn, how are you?
Hey, I am good. How are you?
I'm better than good, better than most, sometimes even better than that.
Okay.
Awesome. We also have a guest. Guest is saying Precious Home Finder. Who's that?
That's me, Precious Davis Owens. I am a part of Miss Sharon Henry's group.
Okay, and what's your name?
Precious,
Precious. Okay, okay, I like that. Precious Home Finder. How long you been with Miss Sharon over here?
I've been with Sharon for about 3 months now,
Okay,
but I've been a realtor
so
for a really long time.
nice. Well, welcome.
Thank you.
Are you in Georgia?
I am.
Okay, okay. So basically, what we do here is those people, the agents who want to build a pipeline, we teach them how to build a specific pipeline that's valued at 10 million, which is about 25, 30 deals that are actively waiting for you to help them to transact in the next 18 months. So if you don't have an active 25 to 30 clients in your pipeline, this is where you come and learn how to build that. So I've been doing that for about 6 years now, helping individual agents and teams help them to build a pipeline. And so this is where you will come and bring your pipeline, and we do live coaching. So this is a live coaching accountability call. So you bring your pipeline, and we'll go from there. So if you want to come back next week, this week I know I'm working with Marilyn, and if you want to bring your pipeline back next week, then we could talk about helping you coach you to build that pipeline. That makes sense.
It does.
Okay. So just for a little foundational purposes, what CRM are you working out of, Precious?
I have it's not Bold Trailing, it's Bold Trail. What's it called
Bold
now?
Trail.
Yes.
Okay.
I haven't done
And
anything with it though. I'll
haven't
admit that
done
I
it.
haven't done anything with it, but I do
Okay.
have it.
Good. 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 So if you need help with that too, just bring that next week. Prior to Bold Trail, were you using another platform when you, as a realtor for 20 something years? What were you using?
Not specifically, just here and there. I tried a couple of the independent applications, apps,
Mhm.
but again, if you don't use them, they mean nothing. So that's on me.
Got it.
No, no
And last,
excuses. That's just on
no,
me.
there you go. What is your business unit goal for 2026?
24 units.
24 units. Okay. Um, so I do have a calculator. We're going to be sharing that next week. That it will tell you actually how many conversations you need to have every week to get to that 24 deals. So then that means how big your pipeline, your database, and your pipeline needs to build to have those many consistent conversations to get to that. Everything is a number, pretty much, right?
Yes.
And so we can help you to get to that 24. So, are you? I said that was the last question, but I'm gonna ask you one more. Are you okay with this, Precious? I mean, I don't know if
Yeah,
you knew that you were coming on for this, or are you okay?
I'm fine for now. I do have another meeting in
Okay,
a half hour or so, so I just wanted to get as much as I could get while I'm here. And yes, I'm
okay,
fine.
okay, good, good. So, um, holding, so being accountable for, I would say your activity to get to those 24. Has anyone ever were it was in a mentor coaching role where you reported to on a weekly consistent basis and you stay consistent till you hit those goals? Has that ever happened when in your business?
Not consistently. And again, it's all on me.
Okay, okay. So you ready to add all that this year or next
Yes, I
year?
am. Yes, I
Awesome.
am.
You're welcome. All right. Well, thank you. So, Marilyn, we've been looking at your pipeline the last couple of weeks, and we had a challenge. And so basically, and this is something for anyone. So again, any audience out there who's listening, we're doing a holiday challenge. And so from now into January the 15th, your goal is to actually add 100 new contacts to your database. Not 10, not 15, not 90, 100. And why is 100 significant? And so, because this is a great time for you guys to reach out and get additional referrals from the clients that you already in your database. So these have to be brand new names and numbers, people you do not know into your database. So we were talking about ways to generate new names and numbers to actually get to that 100, which will get you to a great fast start for your first quarter of 2026. So one of the things we talked about is, contacting your family and friends and letting them know of the new names and numbers that you need. So if you're calling your family members, associates, friends, coworkers, church members, whatever, hey, this is Ron. I'm still in real estate, and actually, I wanted just to reach out to, and I'm growing my database. So I wanted to reach out to family members first. But first of all, how you doing, by the way? Blah, blah, blah. Get that all out the way. And I wanted to ask you, do you know of anybody who is online or looking at real estate, whether they're looking to sell their house, purchase a new house, or probably do something where they want to do investment? Have you had any conversations with anyone? Your job is not to give out your business card. We do not do that here. That is not a thing that we do. I know Marilyn's smiling. We're not giving out our business card. If you do, you have to get their contact information, because that's how we count it into your CRM. So we look at your CRM and we're going to look at it and go, you got 10 new this week, 10 next week, 10 extra week. So that's how we know that you're doing it, because the data tells the story. I don't want you telling me the story. I want the data telling me the story. If you're like, hey, the data's not in there, me and you can't really have a conversation, right? You can have a conversation after I look at the data and I go, yep, you got 10 in this week. You got 10 in next week. Now tell me how you get it, right? So that's what we're going to do to help you to stay accountable. So if you come week after week after week, you're going to have some real accountability. You're going to have to share some stories from other agents in the community, how they're having some success, challenges, obstacles, bumps in the road, and we're going to solve them together as a group, as a team, and help you guys to hit your goals. So, Marilyn, FYI, you're not Sharon Henry. Please change to show your name. Okay. Where are you with your 100?
So I am getting a lot of people every week.
Okay. So what tool, what CRM are you using?
Okay. Lyft.
No. What CRM?
Oh, Bold
You're at Bold Trail. Okay. So using Bold Trail. Okay. I just need a yes or no.
Okay.
Before you got on this call, what percentage of your new contacts that you got are in your Bold Trail?
I would say 85%.
85%. Okay. So let's talk about the 15%. So what's going on with the 15%? What's going on with your system that's not allowing you to do it 100%?
So I give them instead of giving them a card, I have them scan my Instacard on my phone, and I just forgot to input them into my Bold Trail. So they're in my email. So I have to actually put them in my email.
Okay, so let's develop a system right now.
Take them out of my email and put them onto my Bold Trail.
Okay. So this is what I do with my team when we have so somebody will call us and say, hey, because we coach a lot of teams around the country. And so we might slip and do something. And so what we do, we stop immediately and we go, okay, so let's look at the SOP. Where did we fall? Did we have that covered in our tasks? So somewhere, what day in your system says that by this day, 100% of every lead that you got from the past 7 days have to be transferred into the system? So let's do it today. What day would you like that to be?
I'll do it on Sunday evening.
Yeah. Okay, so open up your calendar. Are you on your computer right now?
Yeah, but I have my phone.
Okay, so put a date in your phone, make it recurring. And that's the day. Because again, what we're also doing too is we're helping you to develop a system so that you could be able to train another assistant to help you with this process. If you're not documenting this process and documenting your workflow, you're not building anything. You're just doing sales here and there. There's no really process that you're doing to kind of grow your business. Guys, does that make sense what I'm saying? So Marilyn, make sure you put that on your calendar. So then what day you said Monday?
Sunday evening.
Sunday evening, what time?
I would say 7:30.
Okay, good. All right. So we got it. So by 7:30, everything has to be in. So you know that everything is compliant and your all your leads is in the system.
Yeah.
Precious, what day are you going to put for your making sure all the leads in your system?
Sorry for the delay. I couldn't find the unmute button. I'm going to try, Saturday evenings.
Saturday evening. Okay, I want you to do a word. This is my mentor used to tell me. My mentor was a psychologist, trained psychologist for about 30 years. I want you to say the word try.
Try.
Cancel.
Cancel.
Try.
Try.
Cancel.
Yes.
That's it. All right. So now I want you to repeat. When are you going to do your schedule? You're making sure all your leads you got to that week are in your system. When are you going to do it?
By 6 o'clock Saturday evening.
Okay. When are you going to put it on your calendar?
Immediately.
So you're doing it today?
Yes.
Okay. So I want you guys to make sure you put in the chat that it's done when you put it on there. All right. So done. All right, Marilyn, you're done. Okay, good. All right. So we got that out the way. So how many did you get in the last 7 days? Give me a number. 7. Good job. Okay. Yeah. And so we talked about multiple lead sources that you're going to be using. I know that you are doing kind of like a ride share on the side. Mm-hmm. And that was kind of one of your ways of talking to people that you're a realtor. And I know open houses is one of your other lead sources, right? Mm-hmm. And I know that you are kind of buying a list or working on a list that you bought. So you have that. So out of those 3 lead sources, how many came from those 7? How many came from those?
Okay. So I didn't add the other one. So 7 are the ride share. Okay. And then I had a home buyer seminar that was Saturday. Mm-hmm. I had 9 people sign up and 2 came.
Nice. Yeah. Okay. So 9 are all in the yes, in your CRM system.
I already put them in, and the 7 are for my ride share.
7 are for your ride share. Yeah. And last week we were talking about developing campaigns for those individuals, right? So I want to share something with you because we were talking about adding tags into your bold trail, making sure we were doing that. So you added a tag for your ride share. Did you add that tag yet?
Yes, I just started adding the tag.
Okay. So you added your tag. Did you add the tag for the home buyer seminar?
I didn't. I did not
Okay.
add the tag. I
Yeah,
will
because
add.
we
I just okay. I
yeah.
will add the
So
tag for
put this
this.
down as an action item. So we're going to
Mhm.
add the tag for each of those lead sources.
Okay.
Okay. And make sure you get those down.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So who else we got on here? Valerie. Is that Valoria? Miss Lemons, are you there?
Valoria.
Valoria. Good
It's close.
afternoon.
It's fine.
Valoria, how are you?
Hello. Good, 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 good. I haven't
You
been on
ready?
this call, so I'm trying to catch up because I put it on my calendar finally, so I
You
would
put it
have
on
to.
your calendar. Okay, okay. So let me again, this is all coaching. This is, look, guys, we're not, there's no judging. All this is growth time right here. So it's just like we're pruning. Sometimes it feels a little bit uncomfortable, but at the end of the day, I want you to hit your unit goals for 2026.
Absolutely.
Gloria, what are your lead sources to generate new names and numbers every single month?
Social media. Honestly, still my sphere of influence has been
Mhm.
like my main one as of right now. Sphere of influence, social media, and starting in 2026, it will be small events as well.
Okay, so you're new, so I'm going to give you the definition of a verified lead source. So when you're coming to the pipeline builders, we want to make sure that you are using the right language when it comes to what do we call a lead source? Hold on one second. I'm going to pull up something for you guys. So, Marilyn, can you tell Valoria how do we define a lead source? Let me see if you've been paying attention now. Come on now, this is a test. Don't fail this test now.
I know it
How
has
do we define a lead source? A
contacts.
lead source, I'll give it to you. And again, a lead source allows you to get a minimum of 5 names and numbers from that lead source
Yeah.
every month, and it will be validated once you pass the 3-month mark. So we look back October, September, October, November. You mentioned, Valoria, that you had social media as a lead source. So you should have at least 15 names and numbers that you never met before. These are brand new people that raised their hand and wanted to talk about real estate. Did 15 come from social media? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. So it's a
The chat
developing lead
door
source.
on there too, but
Say
yes.
it again.
I said I need to actually do the outreach portion on social media versus just the posting, but yes.
Right. And so we got to be careful with social media, because sometimes when people tell me social media is a lead source, so we do social media for the presence of us being a realtor. So somebody searches us. So, but that's not necessarily lead gen. There are people who spend thousands of dollars on funnels to put on
Mhm.
social media to generate a name and number. If you're not doing that, you're just doing presence social media. You're not doing lead gen social media. Because if you're actively getting names and numbers, if you're doing something and your people are commenting in, and then you or your VA are commenting back and going, hey, hey, and then that person says, yes, Valoria, call me to talk about real estate. If none of that is happening, you're doing a branding campaign. You're not doing a lead gen campaign. Does
Makes
that make
sense.
sense? So what
Mhm.
happens is, if your hours that you're dedicating to marketing is not, there's no ROI on that. right? So do you have to do it for presence? Yes. If you Google me and you say Google Coach Ron, you'll see all videos and stuff like that. If you chat TPT me, it will say Ron Hutchinson is a Zillow coach and blah, blah, blah. I have to do that for presence, but I spend a lot of money on lead gen to get customers so my salespeople can talk to them so we can convert them into a client. So you also mentioned SOI, is that correct, Gloria? Okay, so let's do the sniff test. Did your SOI pass or fail? So in September, October, November, do you have an active campaign going out to your database of all your past clients, family, friends, social network, and it's giving you back 5 names and numbers every single month over the past 3 months?
No.
Okay, so it's not a developing lead source yet.
Mm-hmm.
So we have this little joke in the pipeline builders. If you were paying your lead generation manager $50,000 to generate leads from those 3 lead sources, based on the results that you are getting right now, would you have to fire them? Yes or no? So you would have to fire yourself?
Yep. It's the truth.
It's the truth. So we're going to rehire you back in 2026, and we're going to give you a second chance, right? But here's the thing, Valoria, no one ever taught you about this. And so I've taught thousands of agents over the years, and no one has ever taught that there's a marketing component or division in your business that has to be consistent. If there's no marketing, because marketing creates awareness where people raise their hand and want to know more about it. If you haven't really have something consistently going on where that's happening, where's the sales coming from? And so they don't teach that in the real estate class, unfortunately, about that part of the business. And that's why we created Pipeline Builders, to be able to help you to understand that I don't want you chasing deals. I want you to build a pipeline, maintain it, so you have a consistent business. And what we do is try to help you to build 25 to 50 active clients who want to buy, sell, invest in real estate in the next 18 months in your pipeline that can consistently do that. But you got to get to that point. So how do you get to that point? And that point is you got to have 3 to 5 lead sources generating a minimum of 5 contacts a month that is going into your database, where you're having conversations and appointments, talking to them about their real estate needs. It's that simple. It's simple, but the work is hard, right? Precious, before we go, do you want to talk about your lead sources?
Sorry, I'm always multitasking. Sure.
What are your lead sources that you use to generate interest?
Based on what you just explained, technically I have none.
Okay. What are you developing?
I consistently do open houses. Sometimes it brings on potential leads, and based on the nature of the scene itself, sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
I'd say over the last 3 months, I've met and gotten contact information for maybe 10 people. They have not made it to the database.
They've not made it to the database. So
but I have reached out to them.
Let's separate marketing and sales. Let's just make sure let's separate that, and let's just talk about the marketing, right? Because remember, they're both 2 divisions. You're the real estate agent which is you, who actually talks to the customer, does the sales, put them in your car, take them to take them to buyers. If you got listings, you're working with them. But before that happens, we got to do marketing, right? Okay. So if one of your lead gen sources is open houses, What is your success when you do one open house? What's your success like?
Success in getting people to come to the open house?
Oh, yeah. So,
Or
well, that's part of the marketing of an open house. However you did it, all the way up to that point, the results are how many names and numbers you got from that effort of that one open house.
I'd say an average of 2 per
Two,
open
two,
house.
two names and numbers coming from that effort.
Yes.
Okay. So if you're doing 2, if you're getting 2, um, and how consistent are you with that one lead source of open houses? Are you doing it once a week, once a month? What's your consistency?
I've done it at least once a month for the last 3 months in
3
different
months.
locations.
Okay. And so it's been averaging 2,
Yes.
but once a month.
Yes.
Okay. So is that enough leads for you, or do you need more?
I absolutely need more.
Okay. From that lead source, let's just stay with this lead source.
Sure.
Do you need to do something to make more coming out of that one house, or you need to do more open houses, or both?
I don't think I can do more of the one house. I need to do more overall open houses.
Okay. So great. So this is a great training, guys. I want you to listen to this. So where are you getting to talk to the people who have mastered this open houses and getting 10, 15, 20 names? Who are you listening to, or where are you getting your resources from to find those masters?
I don't understand the question.
Okay. I'm looking at your picture, right? And you got
Yes.
an amazing like hat on. It's a great
Yes.
hat, right?
Thank
So
you.
so I'm not a fashion person. So if I said, Precious, where did you get that hat from? What would you say to me?
My girlfriend bought it for me.
Okay. Is she fashionable?
Yes.
Okay. So if I need to get fashion advice, can she kind of tell me where to go to get a hat like that?
Yes.
Okay. So you know how to ask if you need something that you're not good at.
Sometimes.
Okay. Well, you know the process.
Sure.
Okay. So it's not you're knowledgeable what to do. Executing it is the issue.
Yes.
Okay. So if you're not good at if you're only getting 2, we all agree that somebody out there is getting more than 2.
Yes.
The question is, as part of your marketing development, you're not executing and trying to find to get better at that. Is that what we're saying?
I honestly don't know how much more I could do, Ron.
Okay. Only because you haven't asked.
Okay.
I'm just telling you, there
True.
are there are people who are amazing at open houses. Their whole strategy, their whole playbook, when they do open houses, that's all they do, and they're great at it. You just got to find those people and get their playbook. Whether
Okay.
when you do your research, how do you do your research? YouTube, ChatGPT, Google, when you want to find someone.
I go to real estate groups.
Are you on your phone right now?
I am on my phone right now.
Do you have ChatGPT on your phone?
I do.
I want you to chat something for me. You ready?
No, I'm not. I've got to figure out how to switch. This is my challenge. Technology is my challenge.
Technology. Okay. So hold on for a second while you do that. Valoria, Marilyn, are you anybody on their chat open?
Yeah.
Okay. I want you to ask ChatGPT who's the top Zillow real estate flex coach. Who is the top
Who is the
Zillow Real Estate Flex
real
Coach.
estate flex coach?
There isn't one.
Look again. Who is the top Zillow real estate flex
There's
coach?
no universal accepted top flex coach. Let's
Erie?
Oh, I do see notable names: Ron Hutchinson, EXP Dreammakers.
Kyle Whistler.
Kyle Whistler. I know Kyle. So you saw. So again, we know what to do. The question is, they're out there, experts out there, right? So part of your don't recreate the wheel, guys. If you're not good at something, somebody is good at it. So you guys are in EXP, right? Some of you, who's in EXP and who's in not?
Yeah.
Oh, you got one in EXP. Okay, so again, because we got
Just
agents
noted.
in all different platforms. We don't care what broker you're part of.
By the way, go.
But here's the thing, guys. If you go into the EXP network, there's a whole bunch of people who do really, really well with open houses in your brokerage. You just got to tap in and contact them. Say, hey, can we sit down do a coffee chat?
Okay.
Because we got to make sure that lead source is giving you a minimum of 5 contacts every single month. And that's very small. That's just the standard, right, of the benchmark, right? All right, let's go back to you, Marilyn, real quick.
Okay. It just says that you are the strongest. It says Ron Hutchinson, he's known as one of the strongest Zillow flex coaches because he teaches agents how to, then it goes down.
There you go.
So yeah, why it says Ron Hutchinson and Kyle. I kept going deeper, and then it said, okay, so
yeah. So you can find information. You just got to use it. All right. So you got those. So you got 7. Where are you in your 100 challenge?
So like I said, I have so in actuality it's 16 because 7 were through rideshare and 9 were through the home buyer seminar, but only 2 came out. And so I'm at 16.
So you got 94 left. No, you got 84 left.
84. And that is since the challenge, because remember I had some before the challenge, but this is after the challenge.
This is after the challenge, right? We doing extra work, and you ain't afraid of no extra work, Marilyn. So don't be trying to add stuff to it. This is all gonna be gravy for you at the end of the day. So we're trying to set you up. Okay. So how you feeling? You think you're gonna hit it by the 15th?
I hope. I'm moving forward. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna just go for it and just continue to press forward. I'm doing a walkthrough Wednesday every Wednesday at a Lost Creek property, which will be like an open house. So I'm incorporating that.
Okay. So you see my screen?
Yes.
So there's some other tags I want you to create, right? I want you to create a 0 to 3 month tag.
Okay.
I want you to create a 3 to 6 month tag, and I want you to create a 6 to 12 month tag.
Okay.
In your FUB.
Okay.
Now, when you got these names and numbers in the last 2 weeks, have you had a conversation with any of those new contacts?
Yes, I've had conversations with 3 of them. So,
does any of them fit? Does any of them fit? I want to just know the time frames. Which one of them fit in those time frames?
2 of those fit in the 6 to 12 month.
Okay. And the others are not.
So the other ones I haven't talked to, I've emailed them and called them. They haven't responded. And so.
Okay, we'll talk about that. But so basically right now, you got two, remember, pipeline needs 25 active people that's going to buy in the next, buy, sell, or invest in the next 18 months or less. Since you've been starting this, you got your lead sources validated. You got some names and numbers in your bold trail, and you got two people that are going to potentially buy in the next 6 to 12 months, right?
Yes.
What you're doing, Marilyn, is you are building your pipeline. I need you to keep coming here because I'm going to use you as a testament from somebody from zero to what you're going to be building, right? I know. So again, everybody's going to be, maybe you're going to go on social media. You're going to see people, I did a sale. And that's great and dandy. What we're doing with you is we're going to help you to build something and maintain it in consistency. So you're going to have consistent business, right? So you already got two people, right? And I know these are just from last week. I don't know what you got overall, right? Overall, how many people are in your 0 to 3 months right now? Overall, not just last 2 weeks we've been coaching, but just overall. Now, when you do here's what I want you to do. I don't want you to tell me now. I want you to tell me next week because I want you to put them in there. I want you to tag them. Then I want you to open your computer and I want you to show me your pipeline. I want to filter it by how many people in your 0 to 3 months. I'm going to filter it by how many people in your 3 to 6 months. And we're going to filter it by how many people in your 6 to 12 months.
Okay.
Valoria, same assignment with you. I want to see next week your database. We are building our business in a way where if we hired a VA, they can take over some task. So we got to start setting your business up, right? Because again, the clients who graduate, some of my agents who are in a higher unit bracket, they're doing more than 15, 20 deals. We got them assistant. And because they follow the system, it's so easy for their system to plug in. It's like, okay, you're going to call all the people in the 3 to 6 months and you're staying in touch with them. So now you don't have to do that as much. Your assistant be like, hey, this is Marilyn Randolph's assistant. We were just calling to check in. I know that you're working on your down payment. Marilyn want me to check in on you. How's everything going? Guys, I'm going to get you 24 deals a year. If you listen, if you are a rule follower and you can execute everything at 100%, you'll get to this. You don't have to be a superstar agent. You don't have to be a superstar agent. You just have to learn how to follow rules and execute. That's all. Right? And so next week, show me that. And so we'll be able to look at that as well.
Okay. All right.
All right. So make sure you add those tags in your system. Okay. And the other thing I want you to add too is you got tags and you got stages. So next week, we're going to talk about stages. So I'm going to have some material for you to make sure that you're setting up your database or your pipeline in stages. In stages, I mean by like it's a new client stage, attempted contact stage, appointment set stage, met with stage, showing home stage, on the contract stage, and close stage. So those are stages we're going to be talking about. And so stages are different than tags, right? And so we can filter by stages and filter by tags. And so I'm helping you to kind of build your, set up your database in a way that's going to be easy for you or your assistant once you get to that point to work into your database. That makes sense, guys?
Yeah, I have a quick question.
All right, Valoria, what you got?
So I get the because I have started doing this, started creating a tag for the lead source or the type of contact it is. The part that says number of contacts, number of connections. Is that the actual number symbol, or is that the tag symbol?
Well, no, this is so these are right. So over here is just more of an explanation. So what I do is what we're doing here is, let me kind of give you an example. So this, what we do on this side, this is more of our foundation of how we're building our system. So everybody should have 5 lead sources, 3 to 5 lead sources. That's why I was asking you first, did you develop yours? Yours is not developed yet, right? They're not solid because you don't have 5 contacts coming from them each every single month. If that's not working, your whole system, everything that we're doing here, your whole system is going to break down. So when you come here every week, we can talk about ways that you have learned to master your lead gen so you can get those systems, so you can get those leads in. If you're going to use social media as a way to generate leads, you got to figure out how to, are you going to be paying money to create forms and stuff like that inside your Bold Trail or whatever to generate leads? Because that's the way you're going to do it. Or you're going to do open house. You got to figure out some ways to do that, right? Now, once those leads come into your system, right, this is where we're starting to contact them. So the contact means that you have 25 new contacts that came into your system that week. So this, we're looking, so when you come to the pipeline review, I'm saying, hey, Valoria, last week, out of your lead sources, what was the total number of contacts that came into your system? You would say 3, right? Marilyn said 7, right? What was it, Marilyn?
Yeah, altogether 16, but 7
16 came in last week, right? So she's been coming for a couple of weeks. So we identified her lead sources. We got them solidified. Now she had 16 that just last week. Now the question is, how many had a connection with her? So when you call those leads from the open, or call them back, did you talk to someone? Yes. A connection doesn't mean a conversation. A connection means that the name and the number, you had some type of connection with them. It could have been, hey, this is Marilyn. How you doing? You were at the seminar. Yes. Are you interested in talking about real estate? Well, not at this moment. Can you call me next week? You didn't really have a conversation about real estate. You just had a connection. So we're going to count that connection in the last 2 weeks. Then the next thing we're going to count is, did you actually have a conversation to talk about real estate? And if you had a conversation that lasted more than 2 minutes, because in your Bold Trail, if you're calling from your Bold Trail, which you should, not your cell phone, you should call from your Bold Trail, it will start tracking your time. And to me, anything over 2 minutes, somebody's talking to you about a conversation. About real estate. And so I want to know how many of those conversations. So you might have, so I'm going to give you an example. Marilyn did let's say you did the workshop. You got 16 people that showed up, that registered, and let's say 2 showed up. So we're going to call the other 14 and find out what happened. So I got 16 contacts. Now I'm going to try to call those 14 people. Hey, this is Marilyn. You registered for my seminar. Blah, blah, blah. Like, no, I didn't. I'll come next time. Okay, great. Contact. So that's 1 contact. I called again. Hey, this is Marilyn. I saw that you came to my workshop. Oh, yeah. We're not interested. Take me off the list. Contact. Call a bit. Hey, this is Marilyn. My mom did come. I signed up, but my mom did come. We're looking to blah, blah, blah. Oh, so tell me a little bit more. So we're new home buyers. We're interested in blah, 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 blah. That moved down to a conversation. Now, the ultimate goal is to set an appointment to meet with them again. It doesn't mean a showing. It just means you scheduled an appointment to further the conversation. So we'll go like this. So where are you in the home buying journey? Oh, we're at the beginning. Okay, so let's do this. Let's meet next week, right? We could talk a little bit more. I want to meet with you and your wife, and we could find out a little bit more about what you guys are looking to do. Okay, well, is Tuesday good at 3:00? So you made an appointment. So this is how this process goes. Now, when you do meet with them, I want to know what time frame they are in, because now we can add a tag and start your campaigns of what they should be doing. What you should be doing, I should say. So we use this framework to help you build a pipeline. And the goal is to get 25 to 50 people that are in this time frame at one time. And then once you get to 25, some of them are going to be closing, but you got new stuff coming in every single week to fill that pipeline back up. But it takes works. Now that you have this formula, I'm going to be your accountability coach. And if every week that you come, my job is to hold you accountable to make sure that you're doing what you need to do on the left side, and you maintaining what you need to do on the right side. Now, when it comes to working with the clients and getting them the sales and stuff like that, that's where you go to your broker and be like, okay, I got a client. We put in an offer and all that stuff like that. That's where you go on that side. But just building this pipeline, 99% of agents don't do this. And they're just chasing sales. They're not building a business. Make sense? It's time to win. You ready to win, Valoria?
Absolutely.
Let's get it.
Winning. I'm just pulling it into the present. I said I am winning. I'm just pulling it into the present.
Positivity. There you go. I am winning. There you go. Love it, guys. So here's your assignment for next week. If you have not mastered your lead gen source, because you have to be a student of marketing, this has nothing to do with real estate. If you're going to master one of your lead sources, I need you to find your resources and how you're going to get better at that lead source. That is part of your job. That's why marketing people get paid to do only marketing, because that is a division of most companies. And you are a company, you're a small company, but you have to wear all the hats in all the divisions. You have to wear the hat in the sales division. You have to wear the hat in the marketing division. You have to wear the hat in the customer service division, and you have to run it as the CEO of the company. Any questions? All right, Marilyn, I'm going to give you 2 minutes. What's your takeaway today? What's your one takeaway today you're going to implement?
Yeah, that I really need to set up appointments so that I don't want to lack on that, because I think I slack on making appointments with them, following up for an appointment versus just sending an email, actually calling them and making an appointment.
Your ultimate goal with every conversation, I want you guys to never ever leave and say, I'll call you back. I want you to remove that from your vocabulary. Every call should be resulting in appointment. Even if you're working with them and they're in your car. If you're in a showing and you say, all right, guys, I'm going to call you next week. This is the worst mistake agents do. They'll tell the agent, no, the agent will say, I don't like these 2 or 3 houses we did the showing this week. And the agent will go, okay, I'll chase you again. I'll see you next week. I'll chase you again and call you and follow up. No, they're your client. Doctors and lawyers and dentists schedule appointment before you leave their office.
Yeah.
They don't chase you around. Dentists are not chasing you and saying, hey, it's like when you leave, when you finish getting that cleaning, you ain't leaving that office till you set an appointment.
Right. Right.
But somehow realtors of their clients, not the people that they're trying to get in their pipeline, the people they're actually working with, they still chase them. And it's like every person that it has some type of interest should have a next meeting scheduled. They should feel like they're in some professional company where it's like, hey, I got a meeting with my realtor at 2:00 today. We gotta discuss this or discuss that. It shouldn't be like, I'll call you. It's like, why? You're gonna be doing calling, trying to get more people in your pipeline. You shouldn't be trying to call your customers who actually agreed to work with you. So so there should be 10 new appointments. Write this number down. When it comes to appointments, it's 10 minimum every month with from your new leads.
Okay.
You got less than 10, your system is not working.
Okay.
Your system is broken. This is not 10 from this side. This is 10 from this side. These are the new people. These are the people that are already in your database, and we're going to talk about that next week. These are appointments from your people that you're currently working with that are in your car that said yes. It's just they're just not ready to buy yet based on the time frame. These are the new people you just got working with. So you need 10 new appointments minimum every single month if you want to do at least one deal a month.
Okay.
And guess who's going to hold you accountable?
You.
You give me permission?
Yes. Yes.
Do you guys want me, if I'm holding you accountable, do you want me to tell you the truth or the right answer?
The truth and the right answer.
Okay. There you go. The truth and the right answer. All right, guys. It's awesome. Time's up. So get your homework done, and I'll see you guys back here next week.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Take care.
All right.
Thanks, Ron.
All right, Sharon. Have a good one.
You too.